Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Muhammad Irfan Mauludin. It would be nice before explaining. Let's pray and pray silently starting. Praying finish. Oke. Di sini saya akan menjelaskan tentang deskripsi. Sebelum menjelaskan tentang apa itu deskripsi, saya di sini akan menjelaskan tentang kompetensi inti dan kompetensi dasarnya. 1. Kompetensi inti. 1. Mengapa menghargai dan menghayati ajaran agama yang dianutnya. 2. Menunjukkan perilaku jujur, disiplin, tanggung jawab, peduli, toleransi, gotong royong, santun, percaya diri dalam berinteraksi secara efektif dengan lingkungan sosial dan alam dalam jangkauan pergaulan dan keberadaannya. 3. Memahami pengetahuan faktual, konseptual, dan prosedural. Berdasarkan rasa ingin tahunya tentang ilmu pengetahuan, teknologi, seni budaya terkait fenomena dan kejadian tampak mata. 4. Mencoba mengolah dan menyaji dalam ranah konkret menggunakan mengurai, merangkai, memodifikasi, dan membuat. Dan ranah abstrak menulis, membaca, menghitung, menggambar, dan mengarang sesuai yang dipelajari di sekolah dan sumber lain yang sama dalam sudut pandang teori. Ya. Kompetensi dasar 3.2. Menerapkan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan teks, interaksi transaksional lisan dan tulisan, yang melibatkan tindakan memberi dan meminta informasi terkait kemampuan dan kemauan melakukan sesuatu tindakan sesuai konteks penggunaan. 4.2. Menyusun interaksi transaksional lisan dan tulisan sangat pendek dan sederhana yang melibatkan tindakan memberi dan meminta terkait informasi, kemampuan, dan kemauan melakukan suatu tindakan dengan memperhatikan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan yang benar dan sesuai konteks. Nah, sekarang what is descriptive text? Ya, descriptive text is a text that describes something, for example, describing people, animal, or an object, but its shape, characteristic, number, and other descriptive text also aims to explain, describe, or reveal a person or an object. Nah, jadi apa itu teks deskripsi? Teks deskripsi adalah sebuah teks yang menjelaskan tentang suatu, misalnya mendeskripsikan orang, binatang, atau suatu benda, baik bentuknya, sifatnya, jumlahnya, dan lain-lain. Identification description. Number 1, identification. The identification section contains an introduction and an overview of a topic. Identification serves as an introduction to what we are describing, so that readers or listeners do not misunderstand. In introduction, it must also state the reason why the author chose that place to be told. And then description. The description section contains all general to special characteristic or traits contained in the object, person, or animal that you are describing. For example, when we tell about a place, we can start from the overall characteristic of a place, such as how the scenery, the buildings, the weather, etc. Then revert to specific detail that complement the previous general explanation. Nah, jadi di sini apa generic struktur dari descriptive text? Nomor 1 adalah identifikasi. Bagian identifikasi berisi pembuka dan gambaran umum tentang suatu topik. Nomor 2 adalah deskripsi. Deskripsi pada bagian deskripsi berisi seluruh ciri-ciri umum sampai khusus atau sifat-sifat yang terdapat dalam benda, orang, atau binatang yang sedang kamu jelaskan. Next. Now let's try to observe the following generic structure of descriptive text. My cat identification. My sister bought me a very cute cat at my birthday because he knows I like cats. Description. His name is Tatang. He has brown fur, his fur is really soft, and he likes to be rubbed on his belly. He has a long tail and a big body. I always take him for a walk around because he really likes it. Tatang is the part of our family. Explanation. The first paragraph is identification because it tells the general story of the whole story, like that the author has a male cat that his brother gave him on his birthday. The second paragraph is a general to specific description or general explanation, like that the name of the cat in the text above is Tatang with soft brown fur. It is also taught the nature and habits of the cat. Nah, sekarang coba kalian amati generic struktur dari descriptive text di bawah ini. Nah, barusan dijelaskan identification. Identification and description. Nah, setelah itu kita akan memulai lagi ke characteristic of descriptive text. Nah, dalam kata characteristic of descriptive text ada 4 bagian. Nah, number 1, using the simple present tense. This tense is used because in descriptive text we will explain a fact or truth contained in a thing or person. Using a lot of adjectives, adjective words are used because in descriptive text we will explain the properties of an object, human or animal. We will often encounter many is or relating verbs in descriptive text because it means is which refers to the explanation of the thing, person or animal we are describing. Descriptive text only focused on describing one object. Nah, ciri-ciri descriptive text ada 4. Nah, 1, menggunakan simple present tense. 2, menggunakan banyak kata adjektif. Kata adjektif digunakan dalam descriptive text ketika kita akan menjelaskan sifat-sifat dari suatu benda, manusia atau binatang. 3, kita akan sering menjumpai banyak kata is atau relating verb. 4, descriptive text hanya fokus menjelaskan pada suatu objek. Nah, contoh, sekarang kita maju ke contoh descriptive text. Nah, panda. I went to the zoo yesterday and I saw panda for the first time. Panda is the very cute animal I've ever seen. It has little eyes with black spot around them. His body is black and white colored. Panda's body is almost look like with beard. Panda looks like tame animal but is actually not. Panda eats bamboo and they almost eat 14 kilogram bamboo in just one day. Panda is animal from China. I like panda because they are cute. Sekian penjelasan deskriptif text dari saya. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.